Good afternoon, DJ Zenyatta here. You are tuned in to KDVS Davis, 90.3 FM, and right now is the season finale of my show, Panic on the Streets of London. Today I'll be here for an extended episode, so I'll be here for half an hour longer. I'll be here from 3 to 5, and we'll be hearing lots of great 80s tunes today. And then I will be back for my very likely my last season will be in the spring, so coming up, and I'll be moving to Thursdays next season, just as a heads up. But right now we're going to enjoy today's last episode for the winter 2025 season, and we're going to kick today's shows off with one of my favorite bands, Pet Shop Boys. So thank you so much for tuning in to KDVS Davis.
Passion and love and sex and money, violence, religion, injustice, death. I know. Oh. Girls, boys, art, pleasure. Girls, boys, art, pleasure. Travel.
don't like much really, do I? But what I do like, I love passion.
You're my lover, you're my hope, you're my dreams, my life, my passion, my love, my sex, my money, violence, religion, injustice, and death.
You need to be yourself. You can't be no one else. I know a girl called Elsa. She's into Alka-Seltzer. She sniffs it through a cane on a supersonic train, and she makes me laugh. I got her autograph. She done it with the doctor on a helicopter. She's sniffing in a tissue, selling the big issue when she finds out. No one's gonna tell her what I'm on about. You need to find a way for what you wanna say. But before tomorrow, there's my friend said to take you home.
DJ Zenyatta here. You are tuned in to KDVS Davis, 90.3 FM. This is my show, Panic on the Streets of London. And to do a bit of recapping of the songs that we just heard, what just finished playing right now was I Don't Mind If You Forget Me by Morrissey from his first solo album, Viva Hate, which was released back in 1988. Just before that was Supersonic by Oasis from their 1994 album, Definitely Maybe. And I was overdue to play an Oasis track on my show because I've played Blur, The London Suede, and Pulp all this season, so it was Oasis's turn for a song. This is one of my favorites by them. And then kicking off today's show was a really cool extended mix of Pani Nero. To be specific, it was the Italian mix. And this can be found on their 1986 remix album Disco by the Pet Shop Boys. And a really cool thing about this track is actually this is one of the very few Pet Shop Boys tracks where the keyboardist, Chris Lowe, he was doing the lead vocals this time. And the normal singer of the Pet Shop Boys, Neil Tennant, was doing the backing vocals. So that's always cool to hear them switch roles. And that's one of my favorite Pet Shop Boys songs, so I'm happy I was able to play that for you. And now, without further ado, I'm going to get jumping right into this next block of music, and we're going to kick it off with the psychedelic verse.
songs are always parody. There's a light in my eyes. There is motion in my eyes. Oh, I should question and ignore. I should believe and not ignore. I don't need this pressure on. 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 I don't need this pressure on.
Someone touched me late last night. Someone tried to tie me down. Passing by at such a height, smashing down a laughing clown. Don't tell me I'm looking well, but the truth I never tell. Cut me down, let me sleep. I'll never, never keep. Something moved me in the night. Someone tried to pin me down, asking questions, who was right, telling me I'll wear the crown. Don't ask me what's on my mind, for the truth you'll never ever find. I don't tell lies no more, there's nothing left to hide. A clown can lose his foolish pride.
Tried to tell you so many times before, give me back my pride, I could hardly ask for more. I tried in every way to get this through to you. I miss my miles,
my message won't go through. I tried in every way to get this through to you. I missed by miles, my message won't go through. Don't ask me what's on my mind, for the truth you'll never, ever find. I don't tell lies no more, there's nothing left to hide. A clown can't lose his foolish pride. Don't tell me I'm looking well, for the truth will never tell. Cut me down, let me sleep. That's a promise I'll never, never keep. Someone touched me late last night. Someone tried to tie me down. Something moved me in the night. Someone tried to pin me down.
DJ Zenyatta here. You are tuned in to KDVS Davis, 90.3 FM. This is my show, Panic on the Streets of London. And to do a bit of recapping of the songs that we just heard in that block right there, finishing off that block was Game Above My Head by Blancmange from their 1984 album, Mange Tout. Just before that was some very early Spandau Ballet. That was Chant Number 1, I Don't Need This Pressure On, from their 1982 album Diamond. And I think early Spandau Ballet is worth checking out if you're interested. They got some really artsy songs on their first couple of albums, and this is one of the highlights from those early albums, and it's another one of my favorites. And kicking off that block right there was High Wire Days by the Psychedelic Furs from their 1984 album Mirror Moves. Okay, and then to keep things moving along, I'm going to jump into the next block, and we are going to hear a song from Big Country. So thank you so much for tuning in and listening to KDVS Davis 90.3 FM, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.
It's a realm of indecision. It's the only place in town I want to go. It's right there in your eyes. We can't go back the way we came. There's more to lose and less to gain. In dreams of yesterday, there's no surprise. You walk the way you're bound to fall. You're in his arms, and I recall the time when you were mine, when you were mine, when you were mine. At times like these, don't disregard what's gone before. There's always something worthwhile knocking at your door. It's right there in your eyes. We can't go back the way we came. There's more to lose and less to gain. In dreams of yesterday, there's no surprise. You walk the way you're bound to fall. You run to him, and I recall the time when you were mine, when you were mine, when you were
Am I okay? About to break and fade to grey like the old men say. Oh, we had it all and lived in our lovely home with our garden gnomes, but it was all a show, just like the rumor goes. So I told you so and let you go. I had to know what life was like on my own. That old limelight would follow me home and drive us mad. We'd lose what we had, you know. How Broadway goes, we have left it all. Too much to take. Feel like a fake as I slap on my face with this old grease paint. I feel bled dry, feel empty and tired. Do I leave your side so they're satisfied? But I gave every minute, every hour. Have I lost any sense that I had to that old limelight? What was my life like on my own? That old limelight would follow me home and drive us mad. We lose what we lost my belief when you sang me to sleep. And I'll give you the key, and you'll know what I mean. What was my life like on my own? That whole limelight would follow me home and drive us mad. We lose what we have, you know. A world like ours, we have lost it
DJ Zenyatta, back here again. You are tuned in to KDVS Davis, 90.3 FM. This is my show, Panic on the Streets of London. Happy spring break, everybody. I'm glad I was able to make it for today's season finale for the winter quarter. Wow, we only got one more quarter left of the school year, and it's going by so fast. But anyways, let's do some recapping of the songs that we just heard. What I just played right now was one of our current tracks for today. That was Gnomes by Walt Disco, and this was off of their recent album, The Warping, which was released last year in 2024. And if you're curious of how I discovered this band, these guys, Walt Disco, are actually going to be the support band for OMD when they make their North American tour over here. Very soon. I think they're touring here in like May and June. They'll be in Oakland, over here in Oakland in June, if you're interested in that. And yeah, so I think I'm happy OMD picked this nice young band, because I think I've listened to this album, and I think they have some really cool songs, so feel free to check them out if you'd like. The band's name is Walt Disco. But anyways, just before that was back to the 80s. We had Bicycle Works and their song When You Were Mine from their 1987 album, If You Want to Defeat Your Enemy, sing his song. And then kicking off that block, as I mentioned earlier today, was Big Country and their 1984 song Steel Town, and that is the name of the album that this song came off of, Steel Town. It was their second album as a band, as Big Country. And yeah, so now without further ado, I'm going to keep the show going along. I'm amazed. This is like the first time I've kept it like perfectly on time so far. So let's see how long that lasts. This next song is a song that I've been playing a lot when I've been studying or at home. I've been a little bit obsessed with this band this year, and I know they're a very popular band here at KDVS. This is going to be Caifanes.
Los sentidos se headless and all alone. Shiver and say the words, every lie you've heard. First I'm gonna make it, and then I'm gonna break it till it falls apart. Hating all the faking and shaking while I'm breaking your brittle heart. Feeling stars all alone, sinking inside, skin and bone. Bring on the dancing horses, wherever they may roam. Shiver and say the words of every lie you've heard. First I'm gonna make it, then I'm gonna break it till it falls apart. Hating all the faking and shaking while I'm breaking your brittle heart. Brittle heart. Brittle made of stone, Charlie Clown, no way home. Bring on the headless horses, wherever they may roam. Shiver and say the words of every lie you've heard. First I'm gonna make it, then I'm gonna break it till it falls apart.
DJ Zenyatta here. You are tuned in to KDVS Davis, 90.3 FM. This is my show, Panic on the Streets of London. And because I am staying to sub for Title IX Arena, which is usually a really cool PA show that talks about women's sports that usually airs after my show. But today, because I'm subbing for them, today's episode is a special 2 hours. So we are exactly at the half-hour mark right now. So we still got an hour left of some great tunes to listen to. But before we do that, I'm going to back rap some songs that we just heard. I got a couple of announcements for you. And then I will play some messages from our lovely station. And then after that, we'll get back to some more 80s music. And so, first things first, let's recap what we just heard. The song that just finished playing right now was Ice Blink Luck by Cocteau Twins. And I was playing this off of the 12-inch single, which was released back in 1990. And then just before that was Bring On the Dancing Horses by Echo and the Bunnymen from their 1985 compilation album, Songs to Learn and Sing. And fun fact for all my 80s movies fans out there, you probably already know this, but this song also featured in the soundtrack to Pretty in Pink, which is one, I think that one's got to be one of my favorite 80s films, or at least for sure one of my favorite John Hughes films. I love that one. Great one, Pretty in Pink. But anyways, just before that was Caifanes. That was their song No Dejes Que from their 1982 album El Silencio. And this one's been getting a lot of love here at the station, and deservedly so. They're Caifanes, such a great band. I will be playing another Caifanes song in the second half of today's episode, and it'll be one of their 80s songs from their debut album. So feel free to stay tuned for that if you'd like. But anyways, right now, I'm going to jump to the entertainment calendar, and we're going to see some cool things happening in the Davis and Greater Sacramento area these upcoming weeks. And so it looks like on April 5th, so yeah, it's already almost April, in a week or two, yes, is this next week, okay, I don't know the date, but I know next week, April 5th, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., there's going to be a fundraiser for NorCal Resist, and it looks like it's going to be held at 2211 16th Street in Sacramento, California, so just across the causeway from here in Davis. And some cool things happening at this fundraiser for NorCal Resist are food, drinks, art. It looks like we got some live music, so this is just some of the acts that will be performing there. Include the DJ Black Block, Che Guevara, I like that name, and then Will Evans Jr. It looks like we also have some art on display, and it is there is a cover fee, but no one is turned away for lack of funds, so feel free to keep that in mind. And it looks like the organizing group is SOS 916, which stands for Sounds of Solidarity. So I'm sure you can check out their social media for more information. It looks like also coming up, happy spring, everybody. I think, was it Thursday? Or something like that was the first day of spring. And I can tell you I'm definitely enjoying the spring air here in Davis. Lovely weather out today. And so, speaking of spring, Sudwork is hosting a spring concert series, and so it already started earlier this month, but there's still plenty more all the way through the beginning of June. And so I will just share you some upcoming acts who are playing at the Sudwork concert series. So it looks like the next one is this Thursday, March 27th, and the performing artist is Big Sticky Mess, and that is going to be from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And then next month, on Friday, April 4th, is Michelle Lambert, and that is, again, also from 6 p.m., this time to 9 p.m., so a little longer. And then looks like the last concert for April would be Saturday, April 12th, which also happens to be Picnic Day. And that will be the Adrian West Band, and they'll be performing from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And to reiterate, this is the Sudwork concert series. And now looking at some reoccurring events that I'd still like to share with you all. It looks like this week there's a Spring Kid Craft Camp hosted by the Holland Project. Well, if this is maybe more if you're traveling, it looks like it's hosted in Reno, Nevada. But in case you're interested, going somewhere a little farther out for this spring break, the Holland Project is at 140 Vesta Street in Reno, Nevada. And looks like this week is just a bunch of hands-on art, craft, and music workshops for kids in kindergarten all the way to 4th grade. And so it looks like lots of fun activities. And if you have more questions, you can always contact Alicia, ALISHA, at hollandreno.org. And so some other events coming up. It looks like according to the calendar, we still have the farmers market here in Davis tomorrow from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. So that's always something fun to look forward to. And I'll do a couple more. It looks like another recurring event is the Still I Run peer group, which is hosted at the Gender Health Center at 3823 V Street in Sacramento, California. And that goes from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. And then, one more event, and then I'll get to the carts, and I promise back to the music. Just so many cool events happening in the area. Looks like from today, from 7 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. is the 916 Swing at the Press Club. They have sessions available for people of all skill levels, and that will be hosted at the Press Club at 1119 21st Street in Sacramento, California. And yeah, so lots of cool events happening in the area as the weather begins to warm up. I'm going to play some carts for us, and then right back to the music as promised. So thank you so much for tuning in to Panic on the Streets of London here on KDVS Davis 90.3 FM.
What time is it?
It's 2. Why'd you ask?
My lunch. It's been 2 hours since I got out of the fridge.
2 hours? So what?
Don't you know the 2 cool rule? Chill your lunch or leftover within 2 hours.
Why?
I don't know about you, but I don't want to get sick from my lunch being out too long. Just chill it within 2 hours. It's no big deal.
Don't let your food stay out too long and make you sick. Follow the 2 cool rule and always chill lunch and leftovers within 2 hours.
Brought to you by the Food Tech Club and Food Science Department here at UC Davis.
At UC Davis Boxing Club, we have the opportunity for people of all experience levels to either learn how to box, get a good workout in, or if they want to take it more seriously and spar and compete around the country under the NCBA, there are also opportunities for that too. People from all experience types and all different backgrounds are in the club, and it's a super welcoming community with a lot of opportunities depending on how seriously you want to take it. We train Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. in the pavilion on the second floor of the youth center. All you need is workout gear, 16-ounce gloves, 180-inch hand wraps, and then you're set. You can decide if you want to train once, twice, or thrice a week, and the dues will vary accordingly. All the information is on our Instagram and on our Facebook.
Have you read 5 books, made 5 things, or explored in 5 ways? Come to the Woodland Public Library to participate in the summer reading program this June and July. It is open for all ages, 0 to infinity. Log your progress through Beanstack or on paper. If you meet your goals, you win prizes. You could be a winner. You can win big. The real prize is expanding your imagination and connecting with your community. Consult the Woodland Public Library or woodlandpubliclibrary.com for more information.
Hi KBS listeners, you're tuning in to KBS Davis 90.3 FM, your favorite freeform, independent, and community-powered radio station, bringing you the freshest tunes, underground gems, and voices that keep Davis unique. We are a completely non-commercial radio station, which means to keep KBS independent and unfiltered, we are asking you, the listeners, for your help. We rely on our listeners and supporters to keep the station alive, so if you feel as though KBS is a station worth supporting, we'll be hosting our spring fundraising week from April 12th to April 19th. We hope you will tune in and join us for our wacky antics hosted by our DJs throughout that week, from karaoke, shaved heads, to even getting tattoos dedicated to KBS. And of course, to support freeform radio, local artists, and to continue delivering the diverse programming you love. We count on your support to keep us on the air. Thanks again, and hope to hear you tune in.
lots of blue, very deep blue. A place to walk and grow, a place to walk and grow. A place to walk and grow, a place to walk and grow.
Welcome back. DJ Zenyatta here. You are tuned in to KDVS Davis, 90.3 FM. This is my show, Panic on the Streets of London. And to do a bit of recapping of the songs that we just heard in that block of music right there, just finishing was Duel by Propaganda from their 1985 album, A Secret Wish. Just before that was Johnson's Aeroplane by In Excess from their 1984 album, The Swing. Before that was Young at Heart by the Bluebells from their 1984 album, Sisters. And then kicking off that block of music in the second hour of today's show was Bananarama and also Young at Heart from their 1983 album, Deep Sea Skiving. And the funny thing about these two tracks, both called Young at Heart, was, in case you noticed, they are kind of the same song. And so it was funny, because when I was putting this program together, I had intended to play the Bananarama song, Young at Heart, because I thought, oh, it's a nice little, cute little pop song, I'm going to play that. And then I was looking for a song to follow it up. I was like, hey, I know another song called Young at Heart by the Bluebells, and so I'll play that one. And then it was on Sunday, as I was listening through the playlist, just to make sure everything flowed together, I kind of paid more attention to the lyrics for both of these songs. And I was like, why do they have the same lyrics, just about? And so I looked it up, and apparently the Bluebells their version is a cover of Bananarama's version. And it's funny, because this whole time I thought the Bluebells was the original version, but no, it's Bananarama. They're the original ones who sang Young at Heart. So I thought that was a cool bit of trivia, and that helps explain why lyrically they're the same just about, but style-wise it's kind of different. I think the Bananarama version, you could call it synth pop, I'm pretty sure, while Bluebells I've heard it described as jingle pop a little bit, so like in the sense of like Aztec Camera in a way, or even like the Smiths, even a little bit of jingle pop. So slightly different genre reworkings of the same song. So very cool. And so good news is I'll be here for another half hour. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into this next block of music.
100 million with letters from thousands that seem just through our universe. 1,000 names that can spring up in my mind, but you call it blackmail, and that's just not my kind. I'm up on the catwalk and up on the catwalk, and I don't know why. I will be there, I will be there, I will be there. I will be there, I will be there. Up on the catwalk, there's street politicians that calling from Broadway say, then who are you? And up on the catwalk, there's 1,000 postcards from Montevideo. Say that I'll be home soon and get out of Bombay and go up to Brixton, and I look around to see just what is missing. And up on the catwalk, and girls call for mother and dream of the boyfriends, and I don't know why. I will be there, I will be there, I will be there. I will be there, I will be there tonight under the crystal light. I'll tell you everything I need tonight under the crystal light. Surrender everything to me. Up on the catwalk, and you dress in waistcoats and got brilliantino. Friends of Canfield Bay and float through the nighttime like manna from heaven. But what do I know? And just what do I know? And up on the catwalk, and in sweat that glistens, and I don't know why. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I will be there, I will be there, I will be there. I will be there, I will be there tonight under the crystal light. I'll tell you everything I need tonight under the crystal light. Surrender everything to me. Angel, 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 angel.
DJ Zenyatta here. I'll do a bit of recapping of the songs that we just heard. And by the way, you are tuning into KDVS Davis 90.3 FM. So the song that just finished right there was Up on the Catwalk by Simple Minds from their 1983 album Sparkle in the Rain. And ask my friends, ask my family, ask my fellow DJs. They will confirm that yes, I have been obsessed with this band lately. Love, love, love Simple Minds. We'll use any chance I got to play more of them. And since I'm subbing, that gives me another opportunity to play more Simple Minds for you. Just before the Simple Minds track, we had Cutting Crew. That was Fear of Falling from their 1986 album Broadcast. another great album. Just before that was Never Again, The Dancer by A Flock of Seagulls from their 1984 album, The Story of a Young Heart. Okay, so I'll be here for the next 20 minutes, so we got at least one more block of music set for you. But before that, I do have some ABS messages for you, and I will share them with you right now. So it looks like our first one is Naturewood Home Furnishings reminds motorists that spring is a time when excitable children will be playing outdoors. Please drive carefully around parks, playgrounds, and residential areas. Remember, a ball in the street means a child is not far behind. This message is a courtesy of Naturewood Home Furnishings, 12125 Folsom Boulevard in Rancho Cordova. Online at naturewood.com. Naturewood Home Furnishings cares about our children's safety. And then, as I said, we had 2 messages, so here's the second one for you today. Omniduct Systems is proud to join the 2025 blood drive and reminds us all that the need for a safe and secure blood supply is always with us. If you are healthy and qualified, please donate at the blood center of your choice. Remember, the greatest gift you can give is the gift of life. This important reminder is brought to you by Omniduct Systems in West Sacramento, the HVAC contractor's friend. Online at omniduct.com. Omniduct Systems is on the air because they care about the health of our community. So thank you for those 2 great reminders for all our listeners. And without further ado, I'm going to jump into this next block of music. We got Current to kick off this block.
secret and here is mine, so let it be known. For we have been through hell and high tide. I think I can rely on you. And yet you start to recoil. Heavy words are so lightly thrown, but still like leap in front of a flying bullet for you. So what difference does it make? So what difference does it make? It makes none, but now you have gone, and you must be looking very old tonight. The devil will find work for idle hands to do. I stole and I lied, and why? Because you asked me to. But now you make me feel so ashamed, because I've only got two hands, but I'm still fond of you. Oh. So what difference does it make? Oh, what difference does it make? Oh, it makes none, but now you have gone, and your prejudice won't keep you warm tonight. Oh, the devil will find work for idle hands to do. I stole and then I lied just because you asked me to. But now you know the truth about me, you won't see me anymore. Well, I'm still fond of you. Oh. But no more apologies, no more apologies. Oh, I'm too tired, I'm so sick and tired, and I'm feeling very sick and ill today. But I'm still fond of you. Oh.
DJ Zenyatta here. You are tuned into KDVS Davis 90.3 FM, and I am going to be leaving in just a moment, but I will be back rapping the songs that I just played for you. So finishing up that block of music right there was What Difference Does It Make by The Smiths from their self-titled debut album from 1984. Just before that was another Caifanes track. This time it was from the 80s. 1986 to be exact, and that was Cuéntame tu vida from their self-titled debut album. And then kicking off that block of music right there was our current for this little substitute block of music for me today, here, me subbing in for Title IX Arena. That song was Angel's Point by La Lome from their 2024 album, the Los Angeles League of Musicians. Great group. I love playing whenever I can from this CD. And so yeah, I'm going to be leaving in just a moment. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for that caller who shared that bit of Simple Minds little factoid with me. I love talking about Simple Minds, so I appreciated that, and I appreciate you listening in. As a heads up, next season I will be returning on Thursdays, so alternating Thursdays from 3 to 4:30. And then to reiterate, I am DJ Zenyatta. My normal show is Panic on the Streets of London. So hopefully I'll see you again soon in the spring quarter. To end this show, the season finale, I'm going to play a couple minutes of an instrumental. It is going to be Sad Day by Blancmange from the 1982 album Happy Families. So happy spring break, everybody, and I'll see you soon.